Hi, I'm Jim Stroud, and this is my podcast. Attention, Human Resources Department. Instead of spending so much time and money developing an onboarding program and/or a series of training initiatives, why not simply plug your workers into a matrix-like system and have that information uploaded directly into their brain? Easy peasy. Now, if you think that sounds crazy or even impossible, you will be intrigued by what I share after this special message.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday are prime time for cybercrime. While you chase the best deals, hackers and criminals chase you with phishing campaigns, malware attacks, scammy banners, or fake e-commerce sites. Cybersecurity may seem very complex, but NordVPN makes it as easy as it gets. NordVPN's cutting-edge technologies shield your internet activity from hackers and malware, protect you on public Wi-Fi networks, and even block annoying ads. Go to jimstroud.com/secure to get NordVPN at 75% off. This is a limited time offer for listeners of the Jim Stroud podcast, so act now. Again, go to jimstroud.com/secure to get NordVPN and secure your online shopping and internet browsing today.
In the famous movie trilogy, The Matrix, the main protagonist Neo learns Kung Fu by plugging his brain into a computer and uploading that knowledge directly into his brain. Well, today we are one step closer to science fiction becoming science fact. Recent research shows that it may be possible to enhance a human's existing ability to learn new skills and rewrite someone's memories. Now, if you would indulge me, let me share a couple of research examples for you. This is research example number 1. Led by Matthew Phillips, the HRL Labs research team, which does R&D for the Boeing Company and General Motors, has made use of a neurostimulation technique called transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS. And what that is a non-invasive painless shock that makes use of a constant small electric current to excite specific brain regions. Using TDCS technique, the researchers excited certain areas in the human brain that are responsible for learning and skill retention. Translation: a little shock here, a jolt of lightning there, and you'll be able to learn things quicker than you ever have before. In an experiment, HRL Labs tracked the brain data of 6 military and commercially trained pilots. Through transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS, they inserted the same pattern in a novice while he or she learned how to pilot in a flight simulator. With this strategy, as published in the Frontiers in Human Neuroscience journal, the novice pilot learned 33% faster than the group that didn't use this strategy. And here's another brain experiment, bringing us just a little bit closer to the Matrix. Neuroscientists Stephanie Truchet and David Dupre from Oxford's MRC Brain Network Dynamics Unit trained mice to prefer a particular location using cocaine. Then they altered those positive associations using optogenetics, a genetic technique in which living brain cells can be manipulated or controlled with light, typically via fiber optic cables. Now, as a result of this brain manipulation technique, the mice lost their preference for the cocaine-associated environment, suggesting to all concerned that their memory had in fact been rewritten. What makes this experiment so significant is that it affirmed the long-standing notion that memories are physically resident in the brain and that they're subject to manipulation. If you are in the corporate training industry, then the thought of people instantly learning new skills must have you feeling a bit uneasy. It may even have you considering other career options. Well, when it comes to uploading knowledge directly into the brain, just like in the movie The Matrix, you can relax. However, don't get too comfortable, because there are at least two technological advances that should concern you, and they are augmented reality and See What I See glasses. If you ever played the game Pokemon Go or opened up an iPhone app that made it look like you were breathing fire or had bunny ears or your face was distorted in some way, do you know exactly what augmented reality is? Now, that technology is fun for you and your friends to play around with, but how does that help you at work? Well, imagine people wearing special augmented reality glasses or safety helmets with visors on them and being able to help those in the field by being able to recognize equipment and therefore assist coworkers with diagnostics or system upgrades or even make simple repairs. Again, all thanks to the augmented reality graphics projected on their visors or special glasses. If you want to see this in action, look up this company called Daqri. That's D-A-Q-R-I. They're doing some very cool stuff over there. Another technology, somewhat along those lines, is See What I See glasses. If you are a fan of the Mission Impossible movies, then no doubt you've witnessed Tom Cruise as the master spy Ethan Hunt put on a pair of glasses or high-tech contact lenses, and somewhere in a van his workmate is seeing everything from Tom Cruise's perspective. Well, the concept of having spy glasses is a reality today that brings a lot of benefit to the workplace. For example, when out-of-the-ordinary problems occur in the field, all too often a second team needs to be dispatched, costing the company both time and money. Rather than rolling a second truck with more senior technicians when an unfamiliar problem is discovered, top talent can now work from a central location and literally see what the field service teams are seeing from their See What I See glasses. A construction crane operator, for example, could remotely operate cranes at construction sites around the globe. The most experienced workers will be able to transport their skills across time and space without ever leaving their desk. Now, I love this super tech stuff. I love it when science fiction and emerging technology from movies hit the workplace reality. However, as cool as all that is, I feel compelled to consider the whole picture. What are the pros and what are the cons? On the one hand, people learn by doing, so augmented reality can increase productivity by decreasing training time. If you have several employees immersed in an augmented reality experience at the same time, they can learn things together, improving workplace dynamics and quite possibly the efficiency of the overall team. Augmented reality and training is still a fresh concept, so if your company adopts it now, you will have a strategic advantage over your competitors, and you will save some money by not having to print off so many training manuals. And then there's the other hand. Now, I can't quite quote the exact pricing of what augmented reality hardware and software will cost your company, but I do know that some of the virtual reality hardware out there now can run as much as $3,000 for one user. So for now, at least, the cost of entry is pretty high. That being said, I believe the price will come down eventually, as it always does, and improve with each generation, especially when you have a lot of competition in the space. For instance, Facebook and Samsung recently partnered to deliver a virtual reality system for consumers. Microsoft released its HoloLens, an augmented reality device that can bring computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing diagrams to life in order to help engineers boost their productivity. And Google announced a reboot of its augmented reality glass product, now renamed Project Aura. And Google also announced an inexpensive virtual reality system called Google Cardboard. With all of that activity, it's clear that the cost of producing and purchasing virtual reality and augmented reality software and hardware and related products will soon drop dramatically. Something else to keep in mind too is virtual reality sickness, which I think will likely affect users of augmented reality tools. Again, I'm totally speculating because I don't know for sure. For those who don't know, many virtual reality devices sometimes leave users disoriented if used for more than an hour at a time. Developers are already working towards a solution, and again, that is virtual reality, but I imagine the same thing happens to those passionate about Pokemon Go and other augmented reality games. But I'm not a Pokemon Go player, so I can only guess. If you know for sure, let me know. If you love what you just heard, hate what you just heard, or don't know what you just heard, I want to know about it. You can contact me via my website, www.jimstroud.com, or you can message me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Oh, if you want to support my Starbucks habit by dropping a little something in the virtual tip jar, I will not be mad at that at all. There's a donation link in the podcast description. Thank you in advance.